Hi, welcome team. If you're watching this video, you're probably part of the Patch Squad team, and we're just want to show you a quick demonstration of how the energy patches work, and which kind of demonstrates how the other patches work, meaning it's instant, and it works through clothing, shoes, so you can do it from the outside of whatever people have on. And these are fun demonstrations because you can actually get people that are at your house or wherever you're at involved to do it with you. So I have John here today. He's going to help me do a little demonstration. And sometimes what I like to do, instead of me doing the actual demonstration, I'll get maybe John's wife or someone else that's there and ask them to do my part. And I just step them through my part, which you're going to see now. But the reason I do that is to get two people at the same time to actually experience what's happening with these patches, because the person putting the pressure on knows how much pressure they're putting. Their face is just as amazed at the results as the person actually being demonstrated on. So, what we're going to start off with is the red package. These are the energy enhancers. And I tell you a real brief story of why I'm so excited about this. We actually went to a volleyball tournament, and there was about 10,000 people there, including the parents and family members. And we took two of the girls that were competing there, and they had already gone through this test that they use for recruitment, meaning they want to get their height, weight, age, things of that nature out to colleges. And so there was a booth there that would take all of that information, and they would also do some agility tests on them. So two of the tests were called jump tests. One where they would jump with two hands and they would hit these set of bars so they could measure how high they could jump. And then there was another called a hitting test that they would jump and hit with one hand. We had two girls that had already done their test, and we took them about 15 minutes later. We patched them on the shoulders, just like David Beckham wears them, and they both jumped on both tests a full hand higher than they did when they originally...
That's huge.
Especially for volleyball, that is huge. So they not only work, they work quickly, and
yeah, they work.
They work well. All right, so what we're going to start off doing is we're going to take the tan patch. There's always a tan patch and a white patch. It's a positive and negative charge. And we're going to start by asking John, we're going to start with the first strength and balance test. So what I like to do is actually have them hold your arm out straight, and I'm going to put some pressure on your arm, and I want you to not let it go down. And first of all, we always need to make sure that that person's not injured. So
they have a shoulder injury or something, don't they?
Yeah, we do have pain patches for that, but we don't want to hurt the person while we're trying to help them, right? So you don't have any pain in your shoulder or anything like that?
No.
Okay, and in this instance, it's not as crucial to make sure that they drink some water, but you do want to make sure they're a little bit hydrated. So we're going to have John drink a little water here. And so what we're going to do is ask him to remain, put tension. I'm going to put a little pressure on his arm, and I want him not to move the arm, or not to let me move it. So are you ready? I'm going to put tension. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I had someone else doing this for me, they would realize how much pressure they were putting on his arm, so that would make the demonstration that much more powerful when we put the patches on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, you could do this one of many ways. You could actually put these on the feet, over their shoes. So if I'm going to put the white patch on the right foot, that's the positive, on the positive side of the body, your body is positive on the right side, and the tan patch I put on his left foot. So I'm going to ask the same thing, if you can hold tension, I'm going to put it on 1, 2, 3. Much stronger. It's amazing when you actually do this yourself. You're going to be blown away. So now, you can't see it, but I'm going to switch the patches. I'm going to put the white one on his left foot and the tan one on his right foot, and that's going to reverse the polarity for him. And I'm actually just putting them right over his shoes. I'm not taping them down or anything. They're just sitting there over his shoes. So
no, I'm going to try the same as I did before, and I've done this test many times.
Okay, pressure in 1, 2, 3. It's a crack up. You're going to see people's faces go, they're like, no way. Even people that might be sitting on the couch around you, they're going to get up and go, all right, I got to try that. So that's just one strength test. Another really fun one, especially for you golfers, is have the person turn their back to you, if you could do that, John, and just put their feet together. And what we're going to do is have them turn. We're going to have them turn slow. Don't like jerk around. They just want to turn slow to their maximum that they can turn. So with the shoulders straight, as far as they can turn. And what you're going to do is stand right on the seam of that shoulder where they turn, the max that they could turn. Is that the max you got?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I'm putting it right in line with my heart as far as he could turn. So now I'm going to ask John to put the white patch in his right hand and the tan patch in his left.
And then
Go
you want
ahead
to make
and-
sure that they don't move their feet too.
Right, so he's same spot, go ahead and turn again. So you can't see this probably from the camera angle, but he's actually pointing now at my left shoulder.
I can see it.
So he went from turning this much to this much more of a degree, and that's pretty impressive in any kind of sports. It's giving you more this flexibility. Thanks for the good word, Shel.
So you got a lot of
Okay.
tennis,
I'm not very
and
flexible either.
tennis players and golfers love that.
Okay, so that's another good one. And here's another fun one to try. What you want to do is have two people come up, and usually a guy, if you got one there, to have hold his fingers as tight as he can, and you're going to try and separate them. And at this point, we're not giving any patches or anything. We're just going to have them do it so we get a kind of a strength measurement before we use the patches. So go ahead, John.
I like to do this one.
He likes this finger. So he's strong. All right, you're strong. So you can either put him proper polarity and even make him stronger. In this case, he's pretty strong already. So I'm just going to reverse him. I'm going to put the tan on his right foot and the white one on his left foot. And then we're just going to do the very same thing. Are you ready?
It's like cheating.
And that, it's a cracker.
It reverses the energy.
Okay, so finally, my
works
favorite
every time.
one. Yeah, it
Works
does.
every time.
My favorite one, it actually takes kind of a two-step process. This actually does strength and balance at the same time, and you'll find this one to be a really fun test because it's so impactful. So what we're going to do is ask the person, of course, again, make sure that they can balance and that they're not injured in any way. And we're going to have them stand on one leg. And I'm not sure if you can see all of this in the camera, but you want their whatever leg that they are more comfortable with to put in the air. You don't want them to use their foot to balance on their other knee. It has to be sticking out almost like they're taking a big step. And then finally, as they're like that, kind of have them do an iron cross to balance with. And what you're going to ask them to do is remain rigid. This is strength and balance, and the point is to show how much balance that they have. So, go ahead, John. Okay? So he's doing like the Karate Kid, and what you're going to do is put pressure on the arm on the side where he's got holding up the leg, because that's going to show how much balance he has. So, are you ready? I'm going to put pressure in 1, 2, 3.
Just started. I was off balance.
Let's do it again. So pressure in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure. This is really common. Some people might get embarrassed, but tell them don't be embarrassed. That's just natural. It's really common. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. Here's what's amazing. If I have John hold the patches the opposite, I'm going to reverse him. So remember, reversing is putting the tan patch on the right side, negative on the right, and the white patch on the left side. So I'm just having them hold it in their hands. I don't even take the tape off. And we're going to have them take the same position. Now before,
It's even harder to balance.
sometimes people may not even be able to balance doing this. So before, it might have taken about 5 pounds of pressure, but I can just use fingers now, and it's ridiculous. So what we do, this is, to me, the most impactful demonstration because we put the patches correctly now. The white one in the right, white is right, and the tan one in the left. And this is going to make his polarity correct. So are you ready?
Yep.
So
You
now
can
it takes
tell as
a
soon as
lot
you
more
put it on.
pressure. I mean, it's actually amazing. I think that you'll all enjoy that test too. So we just wanted to give you some basics to go out there and help get people patched and healed, and also get those athletes patched with this stuff because they perform. The performance increase is amazing.